What does your favorite Epic the Musical song say about you according to a psychology graduate student? Part 9. Patience is a virtue, my darlings. You have waited, you have requested, and I'm here to deliver. This is what Scylla says about you. Camp number 1. How do I say this and remain a lady? You really enjoy monster trucking. That's how we'll say that. If it's scale, talon, tentacle, doesn't matter what it is. If it's freaky, you're into it. We all knew this was coming. Every single person in the comment section was like, yeah, I bet she's going to say this, and you're not wrong. You are the kind of person that if it's just a little bit weird, you're that much more into it. So when you heard that there was this beautiful, elegant woman that's just rising out of the water and that creepy hello, and then all of a sudden turns into a big monster mommy, you were sold. I see you. I'm not sure when this obsession began for you, but I know that it was at least partially impacted by either AO3, manga, anime, or some form of entertainment that just introduced monsters to you in a different way. You are also the Disney villain people. We've had them a couple times in these videos, but you take it to a different level. You are the epitome of, hear me out. You are an interesting person to bring to parties. And I'm just curious, like, where do you fall on the scale? Because there is a scale, no pun intended. Are you on the humanoid side or are you like on the spider side? Because you're one or the other, you're kind of in between. Where are you? Where are you? Because I know that it's going to be weird, but I'm going to have a really good time talking to you about it. I really enjoy people like you because you think outside the box. No, that's not a good way to say it. You take the box, you turn it upside down, you stand on top of it, and then you look at the world through that perspective. So, Scylla she touched something inside of you. And we all know what it was. Granted, she's going to rip your heart out by the end of it, but you're going to be happy in those very few seconds. And you're going to say, thank you, tentacle, scaly, scary sea mommy. I appreciate your service. Cam number 2. Now, I saw some people in the comment section. They were like, oh, I bet I know what you're going to say. It's just going to be that I like monsters and I like strong women. Hee hee, I've got you figured out. Fool. I would never let you off that easy. It's not just that you like monsters. It's not just that you like women. There is a divine feminine rage that is expressed in this song that you have been holding back ever since you were small. And it doesn't matter if you identify as female or not. It's just the rage. You are an extremely reserved, angry person, but that's the trick. No one knows how angry you actually are because you're walking around with a smile on your face. You work in a customer service position. You work with the public. You work in a position that makes it so you have to swallow down that anger every single day. Whether that's the people that you're around, the family members, your friend group, whatever it is, you are a walking time bomb, my friend. You have this feeling inside of you and you are a little bit afraid of it, that you know that all it's going to take is just one day, waking up 5 minutes before your alarm, having something just mildly go wrong, a mild inconvenience, and you're going to snap. And when you do, everyone needs to take cover because that rage has been bubbling inside of you since you were so small and you were told that it was unacceptable to show your emotions. My question therein lies, when did that start for you? When did you start to believe, or rather, when were you told that your emotions were not as valid as the people around you? When you had to start changing for the individuals in your life? Because it's okay for other people to be angry or upset, but it's not okay for you. You have to maintain a very, very carefully constructed image, or else you are convinced that nobody will actually like you. People need you to be happy. They need you to be pleasant. They need you to be a listening ear. They need you to be whatever it is that other people ask of you, but not who you really are. And that is what makes you so angry. So when you heard this song and you felt her rise up out of the water and you just heard that row for your lives, drown in your sorrow and fear, that just satisfied something inside of you. A little bit of that anger came out. And you haven't been able to stop listening to it since then because now you imagine yourself in the role of Scylla. And you are just enacting your vengeance on every single person who has wronged you. And it feels pretty good, doesn't it? Why do you think that is? Because for once, just once, you've been allowed to feel however you needed to feel. Thought that I would only have one camp. That's adorable. We're sliding into camp 3. I'm just getting warmed up. Are you ready? Buckle up, Buttercup. Here we go. And camp 3. I'm glad that you're still here because you're on the opposite side of the camp 2 people. You are a person who has never felt hurt in your life, and you are so content to remain that way. You don't want anyone to pay attention to you. In fact, just the notion that I am perceiving you right now is making you a little uncomfortable. The fact that I haven't blinked and I'm staring into your soul and completely focusing on you is extremely difficult because, oh man, are you afraid to maintain eye contact? That's okay. I'll go ahead and blink now. Did that make you feel a little bit better? I thought so, because you have the TISM, the ADHD, or any other form of neurospicy. That's right. I know exactly what you're going through. You so struggle with not wanting to be seen. And in the fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, you are either a freeze or you are a fawn. Meaning that if there is conflict, you're either going to stop and you're going to focus on what's going on and not really make a move, or you are going to fawn. You are going to people please. You are going to change everything about yourself so that person is not upset because you are so afraid of taking up space. You will do anything you can to make yourself small so you are not seen, you are not known, and I'm a little curious how my series makes you feel because I am here perceiving you. And do you know why I am? Because you deserve it. Because you matter. Because your needs, your feelings, your thoughts, they matter. So when you listen to this song, even though there's no part of you at all that wants to cause a commotion or wants to cause conflict, you run from conflict if you can. There's a little tiny part of you that's hidden inside that really wants to be seen and to be brave and to be feared. And with that, I have a question for you. What would it be like if you were able to walk down the street when the sun's going down, to go to your car, to not have to carry your keys in your hand? You know exactly what I'm talking about. What would it be like to not be afraid that something is going to happen to you, to harness that power that you have inside of you? What would that feel like for you? How would you feel in a world where you wouldn't have to be afraid anymore? I believe in you. I know that you have that inner strength and I want to see it. I want to see you be brave. I want to see that force that is living inside of you because you deserve to be here. And that space that you are taking up, you deserve to fill it. You deserve to take up space. Your presence is wanted. Your needs, your desires, they are valid. And I am so proud of you, and I am so happy that you're here. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next part. Stay classy, my darlings.